Welcome to English Passage, the place where English meets emotion, meaning, and transformation. If you've ever sat silently in a classroom, heart pounding, afraid to speak a single English word, if you've ever known exactly what to say in your mother tongue, but when it came to English, your mind went blank. If you've ever walked away from a conversation wishing you'd been braver, then this video is for you. Today, we're exploring one of the biggest obstacles English learners face: nervousness while speaking. But this is not just a language problem, this is a story of mindset, memory, and small victories. You don't need a bigger vocabulary to speak confidently. You need the right training, a little courage, and real stories that show you what's possible. So sit back, breathe deep, and listen closely, because your journey to confident English starts now. Phase 1. Ravi's first interview, a true story. Let me tell you a story. A story of a young man named Ravi. Ravi was a bright student from Madurai, a small town with big dreams. He read English newspapers every day. He could understand English films without subtitles. He wrote excellent emails. But when he tried to speak English, he froze. Then came the big day. Ravi applied for a job at a luxury hotel in Chennai. His resume was impressive. He had the skills. The manager smiled and asked, "Tell me about yourself." And in that moment, Ravi's confidence collapsed. His hands trembled. His lips moved. But the words, those words he knew, would not come out. All he managed to say was, "I'm sorry," before he walked out of the room. But that moment didn't defeat him. It transformed him. Because Ravi decided that he would never feel helpless again. And the journey he took, from frozen to fluent, is one you can follow too. She moved to an English-speaking country with excitement and preparation. She had studied grammar, expanded her vocabulary, and could write very well. Phase 2. Why we feel nervous while speaking. Let's pause and ask an important question. Why do we get nervous when we speak English? Is it because we're not intelligent? No. Is it because we haven't learned enough English? Still no. The real answer lies deeper, in how our mind reacts to fear. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you're standing in front of a group. Someone asks you a basic question in English, something you've answered 100 times before. But suddenly, your throat feels dry. Your palms sweat. Your mind goes blank. This isn't because you forgot English. It's because your brain entered fight or flight mode. It's the same feeling you get when you're in danger. Your body prepares to escape. But here, the danger is not a tiger. It's fear of embarrassment. Here are the 4 invisible forces that cause this fear. 1. Mental translation. You hear a question in English, then your brain rushes to translate from your mother tongue. While your brain is busy switching languages, the moment to speak passes. 2. Fear of judgment. You feel everyone is watching. You worry they'll laugh or correct you. You start thinking more about their reactions than your response. 3. Perfection pressure. You want to speak perfectly, like a textbook. So you overthink every word. And overthinking leads to silence. 4. Lack of real practice. You may have written many essays and passed many exams. But speaking, that's different. Your mouth hasn't practiced what your mind has learned. Electric light bulb, here's the truth. Nervousness is not a reflection of your English ability. It's a reflection of your brain's fear of social judgment. And the best part? Like any fear, it can be trained, tamed, and transformed. The native speakers hear instantly. Phase 3. How the brain handles speaking. Let's peek inside your brain to understand what happens when you speak. There are two types of memory your brain uses every day. 1. Declarative memory. This is the memory for facts. It stores vocabulary, grammar rules, spelling, and definitions. You use this when taking a written test or filling in blanks. 2. Procedural memory. This is memory for actions. It's what helps you ride a bicycle, type without looking at the keyboard, or drive home without thinking. Now here's the problem. Most English learners train only their declarative memory. You memorize grammar rules. You study word lists. You ace written exams. But when it's time to speak, your brain needs procedural memory. It needs automatic reactions, not perfect recall. Let's compare. Declarative memory says, the past tense of go is went. Procedural memory just says, yesterday, I went to school. Ravi made this mistake at first. He studied hard, but he never trained his tongue and ears. After his first failed interview, he realized something powerful. I don't need to learn more grammar. I need to build muscle memory for English. So he started talking to himself, reading aloud, recording voice notes, listening and repeating. That's how his brain shifted from remembering rules to speaking naturally. Speaking is not an exam. It's an action. And your brain learns actions by doing, not by studying. Phase 4. Replace fear with familiarity. Have you ever noticed how fear fades the more familiar something becomes? Think about the first time you walked into a gym. Everything felt strange. The equipment, the people, the atmosphere. It all made you nervous. But after a few weeks, it became part of your routine. English is no different. Ravi was scared of English, not because of the words, but because of how foreign it felt. It sounded like something from a textbook, not something from his life. So he decided to make English familiar. Here's what he did. Mirror talk. Every morning, he looked into the mirror and said, today I will speak. Even if I'm nervous, I will speak. 2. Repeat and imitate. He listened to short English stories and repeated them out loud, trying to copy the speaker's tone and rhythm. 3. Daily narration. As he walked to class or made tea, he described what he was doing in English. I'm boiling water. I'm adding sugar. In the beginning, it felt silly. But slowly, English became less of a stranger and more of a companion. The secret? Repetition. 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 Your brain starts recognizing the sound patterns. Your tongue gets used to the movement. Your ears become friends with the language. Fear fades when familiarity grows. Phase 5. Practical steps to build confidence. You now know the theory. But let's get real. Let's talk about action. Simple, daily techniques to grow your speaking confidence. Here are 5 practical tools you can start using today. 1. The mirror method. Every morning, spend 5 minutes speaking to yourself in the mirror. Describe your plans. Share how you feel. Watch your expressions. It builds self-awareness and speaking fluency. 2. The shadowing technique. Find a short English clip. Play it. Repeat the speaker's words right after them. Try to match the tone, rhythm, and emotion. This builds pronunciation and flow. 3. Role play real life. Pretend you're in real situations. Buying a ticket, answering an interview, guiding a tourist. Speak out loud. It prepares your brain for the real world. 4. Record and reflect. Talk about your day into your phone for 1 minute. Then listen back. Don't focus on mistakes, focus on growth. This builds self-feedback skills. 5. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Nervous people rush. Confident speakers pause. Speaking slowly gives you time to think and listeners time to understand. Ravi used these every day. Not once. Not once a week. But daily. And within 3 months, he didn't just speak English. He enjoyed it. Phase 6. Story of Change. Ravi's second interview. 3 months had passed since Ravi's first interview disaster. This time, he was ready. He had spoken to mirrors, shadowed podcasts, described sunsets in English. He had made English a part of his life. Now, another hotel was hiring. A second chance. He wore his best shirt, sat up straight, and when the manager asked, "Tell me about yourself," he didn't freeze. He smiled, took a breath, and said, "I am Ravi. I come from Madurai. I enjoy talking to people, and I am working hard to improve my English every day." His voice wasn't perfect. His hands still trembled a little. But this time, he didn't run away. The manager smiled and replied, "Good. Let's continue." Ravi didn't give the best answer, but he gave an honest one, a brave one, and that was enough. He got the job, and more importantly, he got his confidence back. Phase 7. Stop translating. Start thinking in English. If you want to speak fluently, you must train your brain to think in English. Why? Because translation is slow. It's like running a race with a backpack full of dictionaries. When you translate, your brain does this. Step 1. Think in your language. Step 2. Search for English words. Step 3. Worry about grammar. Step 4. Try to speak. Step 5. Miss the moment. That's why fluent speakers don't translate. They think in English. Here's how you can start. Describe simple actions. I am cutting vegetables. I am locking the door. I am walking to the market. Narrate your day. I woke up at 6. I had dosa. I left for work at 8. Use your inner voice. Whenever you talk to yourself in your head, try English. Even short thoughts count. With time, your thoughts and words will connect, and your sentences will come faster, smoother, and more naturally. Phase 8. Mistakes are proof you are trying. Let's rewrite the meaning of mistakes. Most people think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh. I'll be embarrassed. I'll stop trying. But let's imagine a baby learning to walk. She stumbles, falls, cries, tries again. She never says, "Walking is not for me." And one day, she walks. Language is the same. You will say, "He go to office." Then learn. Then say, "He goes to the office." That's growth. That's learning. Ravi once said something beautiful. My English is not perfect, but it is mine. Don't wait for perfect. Speak broken English with a bold heart, because broken sentences build bridges to fluent ones. Phase 9. Build daily habits for fluency. Finally, let's build a daily fluency routine. Just like brushing your teeth, English needs to be part of your day. Here's a simple blueprint. 1. 10 minutes speaking. Talk to yourself. Use new phrases. Reflect on your day. 2. Listen to stories. Audio stories help you learn naturally. Listen while walking or commuting. 3. Use new words. Don't just learn them. Use them in real situations. 4. Join speaking circles, online or offline. Practice with others. Safe spaces grow brave speakers. 5. Set weekly goals. This week, I will learn and use 5 new expressions. Language is not a talent. It's a habit. And fluency is your reward. Congratulations, my friend. You now understand why nervousness happens and how to conquer it. You've learned from Ravi's story, understood the brain, and discovered real strategies. Remember, fluency is not perfection. It's freedom. Nervousness is natural, but it fades with practice. Your voice matters. Use it. Own it. Share it. If Ravi can go from frozen silence to confident speech, so can you. Like, comment, and subscribe to English Passage. Share this video with someone who's afraid to speak. Let's grow together. At English Passage, we don't just teach English. We teach with stories. Because stories don't just teach, they transform. Until next time, speak bravely. Speak daily. Speak you. See you in the next story. Jai Hind. Vande Matram.